Now that we've looked at the people module and pulling different segments of students, let's go ahead and dive into our Bolt profiles. Our Bolt profiles give you a way to not only show you everything that you need to see on a student, but to create templates so you can put that information where you want to see it, and makes it easily searchable and easily customizable for where the student is in the journey, but also who's looking at it. Maybe you have someone that is looking at a user profile from the financial aid office or from the advising office, and they want to see information that's completely different than what someone in the admissions office is looking at. So now you'll be able to, based off who is looking at these profiles, create dynamic profile templates to show different cards of information in different places. So very exciting. Let's go ahead and dig right in. So you'll see at the top here, you have the name of the student, as well as some metadata and the labels that are associated with that student. To the right, you have these call to action buttons that, again, you can customize these call to action buttons to complete different actions based off of what you're wanting to do during the process for the student or who's looking at that student. And then you'll scroll down here and you'll notice we have a sidebar of information that you can actually go in, and instead of opening up a separate box to make edits and save to make changes, you can actually go in and make these inline changes just by clicking in and making those adjustments. And then once you click out, it saves and it's there. So very easy to go in and make inline changes with the sidebar. And then you have our dynamic content cards. So you'll be able to see a view of the tasks and not only see them, but interact and work in those within this. And if you need to get an expanded view, you can have the slide out come right on the side. So it keeps you on the profile, but slides out and lets you work in tasks a little more in depth. So then you'll see you can also do things like add in notes. You can look at the activity for a student. If you want to add a particular activity, you can do that there. Or again, you can expand the activity to drill down and look at the specific types of activity for that student there as well. If you want to look at application data, again, you can use our search bar and find any of those content cards that you have populated on the user profiles. And you'll be able to see all the applications that student has completed, be able to log in as that user if you need to help them troubleshoot or see something that they're seeing. But you can kind of scroll through and see how it shows you all of the different applications there with both profiles. So we've showed what it looks like, right? And now let's go ahead and take a brief look at what it looks like to create these Bolt profile templates. So if you go into the profile templates, you'll see this is where those will live, and these are the system ones, just ones that we've built out for you to use out of the box. So now we can take a look at one of the ones that we can edit, and you go in, and I know it looks really simple, and that's because it is. So you go in and you adjust the settings. Who do you want to show this to? Do you want to base it off of labels? Do you want to base it off who the end user is, so what team is looking at the profile, or do you want to base it on the student and the information that we've collected on that student? And then you just go down the line. You will go in and add the metadata and adjust the information that's showing in the header, adjust and add your call to action buttons here at the bottom, adjust the items that you see on the sidebar, and then these are your main content cards. So you just will be able to go through, and you'll see these ones aren't added on there as of yet, but maybe we want to add in a notes section, right? So now we can take that, and if we don't want it at the bottom, but we want it a little bit higher, we can now click and drag, and now that lives a little closer to the top there. So very easy to customize. If you want to go in, move it around this way, change the width to be 2 columns, it'll show more information, and actually change the functionality based on the size and what content you're seeing within them. So things are more important, make them bigger, take up more space, put them at the top, kind of like we did with the activities here. That is our Bolt profiles and our profile templates. And man, we really think these are game changing, not only for your recruitment office, but for everyone that's using Element. We can make a personalized experience for those people to maximize and give more efficiency to their workflow on a day-to-day basis.